welcome here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora and a very special Dolphin Dive in our exclusive multimedia marketing partnership with LeMoyne College. You just heard from LaToya Baker, and now it's time to continue with our LeMoyne Dolphins women's basketball spotlight with Kaia Goode. Kaia, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Doing well. And Kaia, I mean, this has been a season. I don't think the record accurately shows where we are right now with LeMoyne women's basketball. As LaToya was saying, the fight in this team, the way that you played, the moments that you've had against competition, what's it been like for you to experience this up to this point?
Honestly, it's been great. It's a new experience for all of us, but we all are buying into the process, trusting in each other, and trying to get better each day as possible as we can.
How have you gotten better? What are some of the areas that you can kind of pinpoint and see in yourself where you've grown?
For me, I feel like I've grown in confidence. Defensively has always been my strong suit because work hard, get the ball. And offensively, my confidence has grown as in like my shooting ability, getting to the basket, finishing against like girls that are like way bigger and stronger than me, and just I'll start with that.
You're 5'4". I'm 5'8". I played basketball throughout my life, and people always said if you were under a certain height, you can't play. So you talked about people being bigger than you. How do you go out there and say what's in your control is your effort, your enthusiasm, study
Mhm.
of the game, how you train, how you practice, all of that's in your control. God gave you 5'4". So how do you go out there and just delete all of that, forget about who's tall, who's not tall, and just play your game? Because I love seeing everybody chase their dreams. But I got to say this, Kaia, when 5'10" and under, when they're out there balling out, it's special to
Yeah.
me because of what, I'm sure you've heard all your life.
Yeah, I've been doing this all my life. Second grade, I've been playing against girls bigger than me, older than me. I was second grade playing against fifth, sixth graders. So just that all as the years went on, getting into college, it hasn't been really much of a surprise. Just as you said, focusing on what I can control and how I play is like key, and trusting in myself and my abilities.
Do you like if somebody underestimates you? Do you like being that underdog?
I love it. I love it. I mean, eh, I have expectations for myself, but if they have less expectations for myself, I can prove them wrong. And who doesn't love proving somebody wrong?
Kaia Goode here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora in this edition of the Dolphin Dive. Speaking of proving wrong, Division One for the first time ever, this LeMoyne women's basketball program, and you already have two wins against Division One opponents. You have a direct connection to both of these victories. You were the pass that went into LaToya Baker at UMass Lowell in overtime, and you were the team's leading scorer, having just shy of 20 points in the road win 66-61 over the University of Buffalo. Bring me into those two games and just those victories, you being such a big part of being in the win column for LeMoyne.
For me, I'd say it's all about composure. Just I've been in a lot of situations where we've either been down and had to like make a big play to come out on top, and I've been in positions where the game has been going back and forth, and like we have to pull ahead. Like from high school, we were state champs and won sectionals a lot, so we just had to buy into that. And for me, it's just digging deep, trusting in my team, trusting in myself, and being able to pull out on top.
Going back to that UMass Lowell game on the road in overtime, that back and forth and having to play an extra period, bring me into just what you remember and what you took away from that game and the adversity that you faced in the game as a team and the response that you had to never say die down the stretch.
So UMass Lowell, we're down, I believe. Sid Lusher made plenty of key plays to bring us back into that game, tying it up for our overtime. And then I know the last couple of seconds of the game, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't really look at the shot clock, but I just knew we didn't have much time, so I just got the ball, went down the court. I looked for my shot. I knew I wasn't gonna have it. Saw Toya coming down the middle, gave her the ball. I trusted in her to make that shot. As soon as she let it go, went in, and we just had to play to the last 3 seconds of of defense, and then just it was a great day for us all.
A lot of players want the ball in their hands for that last shot. You were willing to trust, like you said, LaToya to take that shot. Bring me into if that's who you've always been and the selflessness, because we live here in 2023 where there's a lot of selfishness, right? There's a lot of people in the history of basketball, but even in the sport today and the way that we see things out there on the professional stage, it's get the ball in my hands and I'm not passing it. Why were you so willing to trust in your teammate and give the ball up instead of forcing a shot, which other people would have done?
I feel like as the point guard, you have to make those tough decisions. If you know, you have to know your team. And I know that Toya is a person that I can get the ball to and knows time and score, when to let it go, when to either dish it out, for one more pass. And I just feel like just having that like trust and building confidence in each other just is what works out.
We go to the University of Buffalo game. You have a career high in free throws made for yourself. And if you take those free throws away, the team loses. So free throws matter. They matter a lot. Go into the
Yeah.
charity stripe and locking things in, because not only do you have to make those shots, but you were doing it on the road and the crowd, obviously wanting to make sure that you miss those shots. So go into the fact that at the charity stripe, there was a direct connection to the team getting a victory, and you had a career high there.
I mean, I've been working on free throws this whole summer. That's one thing I've been keying in on. And coach has been very adamant in practices and outside of practice to get like up our shots and just being able to focus, tune out the noise and lock into the game. And like those the free throws were big. So I'm just happy that we're able to trust in the process and see those going.
Mary Grimes and the staff took a chance on you to bring you in. Why do you believe that LeMoyne wanted to take that chance? What did they see in you from your conversation with Mary as well as the staff in general to bring you into LeMoyne?
I think what they saw in me was a point guard with composure, someone that trusts in their teammates, someone that comes from knows what a winning atmosphere feels like and able to bring that to this team, and someone who I feel like I have a good character. So I mean, just being able to use that and like my skills just was what brought me here.
You look at it, hindsight 2020, coming in not knowing that it was going to be a Division I program. Would you, knowing everything you know now, would you choose LeMoyne again?
Of course. I mean, I'm here for a reason. I wouldn't change anything about it. I love the coach. I love the team. D1 is just it's just another level. And I mean, I've been looking to play either D1 or D2 my whole life. So I mean, good to be a player that's able to do both and not have to change the school.
In a short amount of time, you've experienced this total change in competition as far as names on the schedule. But like I said to LaToya, I never saw a Division II LeMoyne women's basketball program. I just saw LeMoyne women's basketball. How have you, looking at last season, looking at this season, what do you think about the competition and what you've seen and the fact that you've also had to play most of these on the road?
Honestly, I think it's great to be able to get exposed to teams such as Colorado, USC, Colorado State. I mean, these are good teams. They're established. Us being able like getting thrown out there first game. I mean, it's a learning experience, learning curve. So I think being able to grow from that just shows the kind of team that we are and how much like I guess how much better that we can do against other teams.
Off the court, where are the wins happening? Outside of the games, be it, and I shouldn't say off the court because it could be in practice, but
Mhm.
outside of the win-loss column, where are you seeing victories happen this season for this team?
Through practice. I mean, when we have a great practice, these games that we're winning. These are these games that we're staying close to, like with Colgate. Like we've been having stringing together these good practices and being able to get shots outside of practice and holding each other accountable is where these victories are happening.
How would you describe the atmosphere as it's grown throughout the season? What was it like before the first game for this LeMoyne women's basketball program, and what's it like today? How have things evolved?
I feel like beginning of the season we had an unsteadiness, I guess I'd say. We had uncertainties. We didn't know what we were really getting ourselves into, like knowing that we were going to be playing these big time names and having to stick together as a team. I feel like now we're a positive atmosphere. We're trusting each other. The games are these wins are coming, and we're just trusting each other, trying to get more and more better and more wins, string more wins together, I'd say.
Yeah, and as this team has come together this season, it's been exciting to watch what you've all been doing. For you personally, what has been the most exciting moment? Is it one of these two games where you had such a direct connection to the victory? Is it something else that was more silent for you this season that you kind of enjoyed by yourself? What can you say has been the shining moment so far for you?
Shining moment, honestly. The UMass Lowell will have to be my shining moment. Just being able that first D1 win, just to know that we can actually do this. Like we belong in this, and we belong at D1. I'd say we have found our place. I feel like, and just we all trusted in each other for that one. So I'd say that one.
Well, the great thing about this is the NEC hasn't even started yet. And I'm hearing from you and Toya how good this team feels right now. And we know that when we get to NEC play, it's 0-0 all over again. So, with that excitement, you and I have never done this together. Let's play some rapid fire. You got to hear Toya do it. So, you can ask me the first question. What do you got?
What is your favorite childhood movie?
Childhood movie? Probably Mrs. Doubtfire, because I love Robin Williams. So it'd be Mrs. Doubtfire or Home Alone.
Oh,
I'd have to
good
say
answer.
that. What'd you say?
So good answer. Good answer.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, let's stick with movies here, Kaia. If you could jump into any movie ever made, what movie would you jump into and what character would you play?
Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I have to go with hmm. I don't know why I'm thinking this. We are just listening to this in the locker room, so this is the first movie that comes to my mind. High School Musical, and I'd have to be Gabriella.
Okay. All right. Okay. Do you sing?
Uh, I try.
You try. Okay.
If that says much.
But you were just listening to High School Musical in the locker room.
Yes.
Who chose High School Musical to be played?
Our coach, assistant coach, Joanna Dabrowski.
Okay. And was it the first time you've ever heard High School Musical or no?
Oh no, no, no.
Okay.
I've watched those several times.
Okay. All right. So who can if we did a High School Musical college style at LeMoyne, who would be the best singers on this team?
On this team, I'd have to go with me and Toya. Latoya.
Okay. All right. I like it. I can respect it. What's your next question for me?
Um,
I'm gonna have to dig into this High School Musical throughout the season. I'm gonna have to come back to
all right. What's your favorite food?
favorite food. You and Toya went food with me, and here I am having broadcasted today, and I haven't eaten yet. I would say so. That's the best time to ask me because now I'm thinking about food. My favorite food. I'm Italian and Hispanic, so I'm spoiled. And I could easily say like, I don't know, I like things that have a lot of stuff. Like I
Mhm,
like the more stuff you can put on it, the better. So
mhm,
I'm gonna say today, I'm gonna say pizza because you can put all types of stuff on it, but I'm also gonna say nachos because I make
mhm,
homemade nachos and I layer them. And I think it's olives, beans, pulled chicken, cheese, lettuce, jalapenos. There's so many things you could put on nachos that I feel like that to me is like it keeps you a kid. It makes you
mhm.
adventurous. I might have to say nachos, but pizza is right there because you could put anything on pizza.
All right, all right.
All right, Kaya. We're going to stick with food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You get 3 meals,
Mm-hmm.
all different, but you have to eat these for the rest of your life. The same breakfast, the same lunch, the same dinner. What are they going to be?
For breakfast, I'm gonna have to go French toast, some bacon, and scrambled eggs.
Okay.
For lunch, I'd have to do a turkey sub with cheese, pickle, and mustard and lettuce. And then for dinner, I'd have to go lasagna.
So you picked all foods that I don't disagree with. Those are all correct answers. And I got to tell you though, the breakfast right down the road at Mother's Cupboard, I have my own sandwich there, the Cuse McMother,
Really?
and it's bacon, egg, and cheese inside of 2 pieces of French toast.
Oh, might have to go there and try one.
So when you described that, I was like, French toast, check. Bacon, check. Eggs, we're there. So gonna have to make that happen. The turkey sub with the pickles, I also do that. And nothing's like mom's homemade lasagna. So Kaia, those were the most correct food answers that I've ever received in rapid fire. So
Thank you.
so and who better to come from than somebody that's been a huge part of these victories here. Kaia Goode, LeMoyne Dolphins women's basketball. Kaia, you have been great. So I think your name doesn't even adequately show what you've been to this team. We have Kaia Goode playing great for this team, and appreciate all that you're doing as a team to work hard. Looking forward to seeing you all back at home against Princeton at the end of the year. And as always, you have my support. So thanks for being a part of the show today.
Thank you for having me.